Why is it bad that someone would want to support their spouse or their partner? Like I
Good question.
clarified, when you're in a marriage, it's a partnership, it's a unionship. What I'm lacking, he will make up for, and what he's lacking, I will as well. It's not a factor of being a slave, it's a factor of that is the person that I choose to be with for the rest of my life. And whatever it takes for us to be happy, we should both be in agreement that we will do what it takes for us both to be happy. But
Right.
happiness is found within yourself, it's not found within somebody else. So
Facts.
if you are leaving relationships because you are solely not happy, then you have to, and you're constantly in this back to back spat of like every time I'm not happy in a relationship I'm going to leave. Then at one point are we going to reflect on ourselves, is it me? Like what can I do to make myself happy? Because my happiness is not determined on what my partner is. I created that happiness for myself, and anything we have together, it just elevates. Not every time are we going to be happy in relationships, but are you going to go through the mud with me, through the thick and thin with me, and regroup that or make that come back? Can we make that happen? That's
Facts. She's speeding. And the previous video, she was not speeding as much, but she's cooking right now. And we have seen this over and over and over. And you guys have heard this saying before, that men will sacrifice their happiness for the family, and women will sacrifice their families for their own happiness. And happiness is just a state. Today you may wake up happy, tomorrow you may not. Like, it's not like guaranteed that you're going to be happy. We have to create environments where we feel happy. It's just a feeling. But when it comes to relationships, like she said, there's ups and downs. But every time there's a down and you're not happy, you're going to move on. You're going to keep moving from person to person, and you're going to stay in the streets the whole time.
that should be just as important, correct?
Got it. I mean, yes, we all want to have a partner that could stand the rain. I understand that. I was speaking in the sense that the words that I'm hearing, it's what she's supposed to be doing. And aren't you supposed to want to serve your husband? Those two words is what my response is based on. A partnership is something that I have been saying from the beginning. Two people in a working relationship that is healthy are supporting each other. Supporting is a key word, but this serving thing, no. Okay.
So Mark, I know you've been paying attention and listening intently. What's your thoughts so far on what you've been hearing thus far? Respectfully,
Marcus, man, I don't know why you trying to involve me in this foolishness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know what my thoughts are, man. It's malarkey, it's tomfoolery, it's buffoonery being on display. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Gentlemen at home, please pay attention, with the exception of Amira. And I'm not familiar with the other ladies, and I mean no disrespect. They could lay out when it was, what is the husband duties? They had a list.
Yep.
When it came time to speak about what their duties are, they struggled to articulate.
No, we didn't struggle. It just wasn't our turn.
Ma'am, may I please land? No disrespect.
He's right. It happens every single time. Women list like 1,000 things they want from a man. Do this, listen, pay, provide, protect, listen to me, hug me, carry me, wake me up. I mean, a long list, tall, like craziness, right? But once you ask them, okay, that man that you just want, that man that you want, and you want him to have all those things, does he want anything from a woman? She's gonna be like, yeah. And then you're gonna ask her, what do you think he wants from a woman? And she's gonna be like, I don't know, I would have to ask him. What? You should have an idea what most men want from women. And you should hope, at least if men want 5 things, at least you have 3.5. Because obviously men tend to understand that no woman is perfect. So they will have to settle at some point.
Disrespect you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Opportunity to speak.
No disrespect to you at all.
Let's let him finish his statement, y'all.
So there was a struggle to kind of articulate exactly what it was that a wife's duties were, because women don't really have a sense of duty. They don't understand duty. Like the young lady stated, women are more concerned with their personal happiness. And when when happiness is your concern, you abdicate all thoughts of duty. There is no duty when you're trying to be happy. When you get up every day and go to work, You don't want to go to work every single day, but you have a duty to pay those bills
Facts.
that you know are coming on the 1st and 15th. So therefore you get up when you don't even feel like it and you go in. Your happiness is not on that sliding scale, because what's ultimately it's delayed and deferred, because what's going to keep you happy is knowing you got a roof over your head and you know you have a vehicle to hop in that's going to start and get you from point A to point B. And when you open your refrigerator, you'll see groceries that you can consume that can give you sustenance. And that's been allowed throughout history. So at this point, you know, when we're talking about duty on the man's side and on the woman's side, men, we are from day one, we're told by our mothers, by society, by teachers in the school, we're molded and branded. If you don't do X, Y, Z, if you don't have this by this age, if you're not here by
Facts.
30 or 40, you're of no value.
Facts, man. As men, the word lets us know, man. If you ain't got, I mean, forget even working hard and things like that, man. As men, if you don't have your pockets right, you feel it. Even your own relatives won't respect you if you don't have the money right. They don't care if you work 100 hours a week. If it doesn't show that you got the money, they don't respect you. You may be the last one they invite to those family gatherings because they don't think you're going to add anything to the conversation or to the functions because you got no money. So as men, the pressure is always on us. And then another thing is, as men, we are taught how to treat women. Provide, protect them, do this and that. But these days, the ladies are not taught how to treat men. They are taught what to expect from men. There's a difference.
But that has not been disseminated amongst the community of women. So it's very difficult for them to understand the duties, number one, if they've never been taught. Number two, if they don't have a belief system that reinforces those duties. And number three, if they're putting personal happiness and instant gratification at the top of their list.
Always.
I'm done.
All right, and that leads us probably directly into the next question.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So this is kind of like the issue that I have with these panels, right? A question was asked. Not everybody was able to go. One person said something that was, aside from everybody's thoughts. And it's like everybody said it when everybody didn't even have an opportunity to go. You understand? Amira spoke, I think this young lady beside me, there were some things that you probably would agree that she was saying you should be the support. But one person, when it gets the grain, is all of the women. And that's what I see a lot in these spaces. No, we didn't all agree with that. We didn't all have an opportunity to speak. So
okay, you got the opportunity
when we're having these conversations, just call. If you have a disagreement with any young lady, call that young lady out. It's not all of us. We all think very different. Her relationship is going to be different from.
Oh, okay. Now you got the opportunity to tell us what a woman's duties are. We heard you. Now go on. Tell us. Let's wait.
My relationship is going to be different from Aisha's. How we all think very different. We have our own way. We don't all think the same. Okay.
So
in that.
One second, Marcus. Before you go, I need to clear something up. Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna let her land. Go ahead.
In that particular situation, we didn't have an opportunity. She came in. She was one of the first women to speak. I didn't have an opportunity to speak on what I feel like a woman should bring to the table. I didn't. She came in, they asked her the question. I think Amira had an opportunity to speak. I know Aisha didn't have an opportunity to speak.
You got an opportunity now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so I agree with Amira. I think a woman should make a house a home. I think a woman should be a man's support system. I believe in it. Help me. I think that one of the reasons why we are so behind as a people is we don't get married. We don't use each other the way we're supposed to be used. Men marry women who can help them get to their vision. That's how I think that men should lead by example. Women should follow their leadership. They should marry someone who they see the vision and they should help him get there. I think that inside their home, women are over to the children. We're nurturers. There are qualities that women have that men don't have and vice versa. There are things that men are good at. There are things that women are naturally good at. And
you see, she actually knew what to say, but she went on to complain how she doesn't agree. Because obviously they're talking about this lady in the corner. She's a good-looking lady who doesn't agree. She thinks that there should be no duties or gender roles in relationships.
And I think that women should provide those things, right? I think Amira said it's respectful. You should be respectful to anybody, but of course your husband. Like that's just, it should be a given. So I think that and I don't have a problem with the word submit. I don't. I mean, that can be that's just me personally. Um and then that's just how I feel. I think women should be there to help their husbands, be a support to their husbands in their household. In their, like I said, a woman, the man is the house, woman take care of the home, if that makes any sense.
That makes
So
sense.
if I
I
may
agree
just
with
say
that.
this to clarify some things, right? I never once said that the lady in the bottom left, that her thoughts and sentiments applied to all the women. I never once said that that was the general consensus of all the ladies on the panel. What I said was that the ladies struggled at first to articulate what their duties were as a wife. Whereas when you were asked what the men's duties were, y'all rambled it off like this and I did that to just present the idea and the fact that in society, y'all are told about what we're supposed to be doing,
Facts.
but
What to
y'all are
expect.
rarely ever told what y'all are supposed to be doing. And that was the
And I say that prior. The ladies are taught the man should only get with a man, only marry a man who's going to provide, who's going to protect, who's going to do ABCD for you. There's never a conversation. But also remember that man requires a woman who's going to do ABCD because they are the queens, they are the princesses. So they never hear that conversation. And if they do, they don't listen to it because, again, social media is going to come in. They're going to see other girls being flown out to Dubai and buying expensive bags and stuff like that. And they're going to be like, I want that kind of guy. I want that kind of treatment. So they never hear or even care what a man wants because they are the prize. Remember the whole thing, what do you bring to the table? They say, I'm the table. But anyway, man, shout out to Lapif. I'll put the full link down below to the video, to the channel, so you guys can go check it out.